Eureka Golden English. Section 7. Unit 12. At school.
학교 생활.
Basic expressions. Which college are you attending?
어느 대학에 다니십니까?
Which college are you attending? I'm attending UCLA.
저는 UCLA 대학에 다니고 있습니다.
I'm attending UCLA. What's your major? What are you majoring in?
전공이 무엇입니까?
What's your major? What are you majoring in? I'm majoring in English literature.
저는 영문학을 전공하고 있습니다.
I'm majoring in English literature. What grades are you in?
몇 학년입니까?
What grades are you in? What school did you go to?
어느 학교를 나오셨습니까?
What school did you go to? What class were you?
몇 년도에 졸업하셨습니까?
What class were you? How many courses are you taking this semester?
이번 학기에는 몇 과목 수강 신청을 하셨습니까?
How many courses are you taking this semester? I'm taking 19 credit hours.
19학점을 수강하고 있습니다.
I'm taking 19 credit hours. I got 100 on the English test.
영어 시험에서 100점을 맞았습니다.
I got 100 on the English test. I'd better hit the books.
공부를 해야 할 것 같습니다.
I'd better hit the books. I had a blind date today.
저는 오늘 미팅을 했습니다.
I had a blind date today. Let's play hooky today.
오늘 땡땡이 치자.
Let's play hooky today. Many students are working part-time jobs.
아르바이트 학생들이 많이 있습니다.
Many students are working part-time jobs. Lesson 1. At school.
학교 생활.
Where do you go to school?
어느 학교에 다니십니까?
Where do you go to school? My school is coeducational.
저희 학교는 남녀공학입니다.
My school is coeducational. I'm a graduate of Harvard University.
저는 하버드 대학 출신입니다.
I'm a graduate of Harvard University. He's ahead of me in school.
그는 제 학교 선배입니다.
He's ahead of me in school. Where did you go to high school?
어느 고등학교를 나오셨습니까?
Where did you go to high school? John's High School is my alma mater.
존스 고등학교가 제 모교입니다.
John's High School is my alma mater. She's fresh out of high school.
그녀는 고등학교를 갓 졸업했습니다.
She's fresh out of high school. I've got 6 months to go until the graduation.
6개월만 있으면 졸업하게 됩니다.
I've got 6 months to go until the graduation. He is a college dropout.
그는 대학 중퇴자입니다.
He is a college dropout. I shared the boarding room with him.
저는 그와 하숙방을 함께 썼습니다.
I shared the boarding room with him. She was kicked out of the university.
그녀는 대학에서 퇴학당했습니다.
She was kicked out of the university. He worked his way through college.
그는 고학으로 대학을 나왔습니다.
He worked his way through college. She won the first place in a speech contest.
그녀는 웅변 대회에서 1등을 차지했습니다.
She won the first place in a speech contest. Did you sign up for a computer class?
컴퓨터 강좌에 신청하셨나요?
Did you sign up for a computer class? Do you have a part-time job?
아르바이트를 하고 계십니까?
Do you have a part-time job? I don't want to cut class.
저는 결강하고 싶지 않습니다.
I don't want to cut class. He is busy preparing for class.
그는 수업 준비하느라 바쁩니다.
He is busy preparing for class. How much are 3 and 5?
3 더하기 5는 얼마입니까?
How much are 3 and 5? How much is 30 minus 25?
30 빼기 25는 얼마입니까?
How much is 30 minus 25? How much is 3 times 5?
3 곱하기 5는 얼마입니까?
How much is 3 times 5? How much is 20 divided by 4?
20 나누기 4는 얼마입니까?
How much is 20 divided by 4? You will never get the answer.
답을 맞히기는 아마 힘들 겁니다.
You will never get the answer. I know the answer to that question.
그 문제에 대한 답을 알아냈습니다.
I know the answer to that question. Have you ever studied Portuguese?
포르투갈어를 공부하신 적이 있습니까?
Have you ever studied Portuguese? He still hung up on the last test.
그는 아직 지난 시험에 집착하고 있습니다.
He still hung up on the last test. He rated the work a 10.
그는 그 작품에 만점을 주었습니다.
He rated the work a 10. What's the book about?
무엇에 관한 책입니까?
What's the book about? I'm working for my degree.
학위를 얻으려고 공부하고 있습니다.
I'm working for my degree. I don't think I have a mathematic brain.
저는 수학적인 머리가 없는 것 같습니다.
I don't think I have a mathematic brain. I applied for a scholarship.
저는 장학금을 신청했습니다.
I applied for a scholarship. I scored high enough to attend Yale University.
예일 대학에 입학할 만큼 높은 점수를 얻었습니다.
I scored high enough to attend Yale University. This has been a hard course for me.
이 과정은 제게 너무 어려웠습니다.
This has been a hard course for me. We had to learn it by heart.
우리는 그것을 암기해야 했습니다.
We had to learn it by heart. I've been studying all day and I'm sick and tired of it.
하루 종일 공부했더니 지겹습니다.
I've been studying all day and I'm sick and tired of it. Examinations are at hand.
시험이 임박했습니다.
Examinations are at hand. I think I have to hit the books now.
이제 공부를 해야겠습니다.
I think I have to hit the books now. He seems to be getting on very well at school.
그는 학교 성적이 좋아지고 있는 것 같습니다.
He seems to be getting on very well at school. I'm bent on the outcome of the experiment.
저는 그 실험 결과에 큰 기대를 걸고 있습니다.
I'm bent on the outcome of the experiment. How are your grades this term?
이번 학기의 당신 성적은 어떻습니까?
How are your grades this term? How did you do on this exam?
이번 시험 성적은 어떻습니까?
How did you do on this exam? He passes the whole grades by cheating.
그는 전학년을 컨닝을 해서 다녔습니다.
He passes the whole grades by cheating. I'm pleased to announce that you got good results.
당신이 좋은 성적을 얻었다고 발표하게 되어 기쁩니다.
I'm pleased to announce that you got good results. His lecture never seems to come to the point.
그의 강의는 결코 핵심이 없는 것 같습니다.
His lecture never seems to come to the point. She is always at the top of her class.
그녀는 반에서 항상 1등입니다.
She is always at the top of her class. She is a cut above her classmates.
그녀는 동급생 중에서도 두드러집니다.
She is a cut above her classmates. Looks like I'm far behind my classmates.
제가 우리 반에서 제일 뒤떨어진 것 같습니다.
Looks like I'm far behind my classmates. He's a bear of physics.
그는 물리학에 뛰어난 사람입니다.
He's a bear of physics. Who do you get for biology?
생물 선생님은 누구로 정했습니까?
Who do you get for biology? Everyone has passed the exam with flying colors.
모두들 시험을 잘 보았습니다.
Everyone has passed the exam with flying colors. If you don't study hard, you will not be able to make the grade in English.
열심히 공부하지 않으면 영어에서 합격점을 따기 어려울 것입니다.
If you don't study hard, you will not be able to make the grade in English. What if we're late for the class?
만일 수업에 늦으면 어떡합니까?
What if we're late for the class? I've run out of ink.
잉크가 다 떨어졌습니다.
I've run out of ink. His foolish question made the teacher upset.
그의 어리석은 질문이 선생님을 화나게 만들었습니다.
His foolish question made the teacher upset. What does the board say?
게시판에 뭐라고 적혀 있는 겁니까?
What does the board say? He is a book-weary youngster.
그는 책벌레입니다.
He is a book-weary youngster. She's giving me piano lessons in exchange for her English classes.
그녀는 제가 영어를 가르쳐주는 대가로 제게 피아노를 가르쳐주고 있습니다.
She's giving me piano lessons in exchange for her English classes. I took him for a teacher.
그가 선생님인 줄 알았습니다.
I took him for a teacher. I'm on vacation, so it doesn't matter.
방학 중이라 아무 데나 상관없습니다.
I'm on vacation, so it doesn't matter. The costs of college go higher every year.
매년 대학 다니는 비용이 높아지고 있습니다.
The costs of college go higher every year. How did you guess that I'm a university student?
제가 대학생이라는 것을 어떻게 아셨죠?
How did you guess that I'm a university student? I like to sit way in the back.
저는 맨 뒷자리에 앉기를 좋아합니다.
I like to sit way in the back. There will be a hen party at 6 tonight at the students' hall.
학생회관에서 오늘 저녁 6시에 여학생 파티가 있습니다.
There will be a hen party at 6 tonight at the students' hall. The story is all about a tutor's love affairs.
그 이야기는 모두 가정교사의 연애 사건에 관한 겁니다.
The story is all about a tutor's love affairs. I'm copying my friend's English tapes.
친구의 영어 테이프를 복사하고 있습니다.
I'm copying my friend's English tapes. You always stick together.
너희들은 항상 붙어 다니는구나.
You always stick together. She is an easygoing teacher.
그녀는 천하태평의 선생님입니다.
She is an easygoing teacher. The course I took was above me.
제가 들은 과목은 제게 너무 어려웠습니다.
The course I took was above me. As far as I am concerned, he is a professor.
제가 아는 바로는 그는 교수입니다.
As far as I am concerned, he is a professor. Now it's the roundup time.
또 방학이 끝나고 학교에 가야 하는군요.
Now it's the roundup time. There's nothing wrong with hard work.
열심히 공부하는 게 나쁠 건 없습니다.
There's nothing wrong with hard work. Why are you being kept after work?
너희들은 왜 방과 후에도 남아있니?
Why are you being kept after work? You will be in a fix if the teacher catches you.
선생님께 잡히면 곤란할 겁니다.
You will be in a fix if the teacher catches you. What are you going to be when you grow up?
당신은 커서 무엇이 되고 싶습니까?
What are you going to be when you grow up? We went on a chartered bus.
우리는 전세 버스로 갔습니다.
We went on a chartered bus. I groped for my glasses.
안경을 찾으려고 더듬거렸습니다.
I groped for my glasses. He is burning the midnight oil.
그는 밤중까지 공부를 합니다.
He is burning the midnight oil. How did the test turn out?
시험 결과는 어떻게 나왔습니까?
How did the test turn out? She is really up on Korean history.
그녀는 한국사에 정통합니다.
She is really up on Korean history. I hope I'll go down in history as a famous English professor.
저는 역사에 유명한 영어 교수로 기록되기를 희망합니다.
I hope I'll go down in history as a famous English professor. Lesson 2. At the class with a foreign teacher.
외국인과의 수업.
What do you call this?
이것을 뭐라고 부릅니까?
What do you call this? What do you call this in English?
이것을 영어로 뭐라고 부릅니까?
What do you call this in English? How do you pronounce this word?
이 단어를 어떻게 발음합니까?
How do you pronounce this word? How do you spell it?
그것의 철자는 어떻게 됩니까?
How do you spell it? How do you say that in English?
그럴 경우 영어로 뭐라고 합니까?
How do you say that in English? We say merci.
맥시라고 합니다.
We say merci. What do you mean by that?
그게 무슨 뜻입니까?
What do you mean by that? What's the meaning of AFKN?
AFKN의 뜻은 무엇입니까?
What's the meaning of AFKN? What does AFKN mean?
AFKN은 무엇을 의미합니까?
What does AFKN mean? What does AFKN stand for?
AFKN은 무엇의 약자입니까?
What does AFKN stand for? How does live differ from leave?
live와 leave는 어떻게 다릅니까?
How does live differ from leave? What's the difference between a lady and a woman?
lady와 woman의 차이점은 무엇입니까?
What's the difference between a lady and a woman? I can't express myself very well in English.
영어로 제 의사를 충분히 표현할 수가 없습니다.
I can't express myself very well in English. How well do I speak English?
제 영어 실력이 어떻습니까?
How well do I speak English? Your English has advanced to an applauding extent.
당신의 영어 실력은 놀랄 만큼 발전했군요.
Your English has advanced to an applauding extent. I beg your pardon? Excuse me?
뭐라고 하셨죠?
I beg your pardon? Excuse me? Lesson 3. Student Life.
학생 생활.
I bought these blue jeans dirt cheap downtown.
시내에서 이 청바지를 헐값에 샀습니다.
I bought these blue jeans dirt cheap downtown. How do you like my suede jacket?
제 가죽 자켓 어때요?
How do you like my suede jacket? How about dining out for a change?
기분도 전환할 겸 외식하는 건 어떠세요?
How about dining out for a change? Let's eat out at Burger King.
버거킹에 가서 식사합시다.
Let's eat out at Burger King. I haven't had a square meal for a week.
일주일 내내 제대로 된 식사를 못했어요.
I haven't had a square meal for a week. Don't you say grace before eating?
식사 전에 기도 안 하나요?
Don't you say grace before eating? I'll have a pick-me-up before supper.
저녁 식사 전에 기운나게 술 한잔 할래요?
I'll have a pick-me-up before supper. I rented a new apartment.
저는 새 아파트를 구했습니다.
I rented a new apartment. You have a fabulous apartment.
아파트가 정말 좋네요.
You have a fabulous apartment. I've got to find a furnished apartment.
가구가 딸린 아파트를 구해야겠습니다.
I've got to find a furnished apartment. Have you got used to living in the dorm?
기숙사 생활에는 익숙해지셨어요?
Have you got used to living in the dorm? How much is room and board?
숙식비는 얼마인가요?
How much is room and board? Your room is messy. Be sure to clean up.
방이 엉망이네요. 말끔히 청소해두세요.
Your room is messy. Be sure to clean up. You are an early bird, but I'm a night owl.
아침 일찍 일어나시네요. 저는 밤 늦게 자는 타입인데.
You are an early bird, but I'm a night owl. I want to catch some Z's.
졸립니다.
I want to catch some Z's. Stop snoring. I can't get to sleep.
코 좀 그만 골아라. 잠을 잘 수가 없잖아.
Stop snoring. I can't get to sleep. After dark, we shoot the breeze in room 100.
해가 지자 우리는 백호실에서 잡담을 했습니다.
After dark, we shoot the breeze in room 100. Let's see what's on the TV.
TV에서 무엇을 하는지 한번 틀어봅시다.
Let's see what's on the TV. Turn down the radio.
라디오 소리 좀 줄여주세요.
Turn down the radio. Something's wrong with the TV.
TV가 고장난 것 같습니다.
Something's wrong with the TV. Our dormitory's having heater problem.
기숙사의 난방시설이 고장났습니다.
Our dormitory's having heater problem. I've got to go to the John.
화장실에 가야겠어요.
I've got to go to the John. Let me burn a cigarette.
담배 한 개만 주세요.
Let me burn a cigarette. Can you spare a buck?
1달러만 빌려주세요.
Can you spare a buck? I blew $50 at the bar.
술집에서 50달러를 날렸어요.
I blew $50 at the bar. I'd like to work at the cafeteria.
카페에서 일하고 싶은데요.
I'd like to work at the cafeteria. How much can I get by the hour?
시간당 급료는 얼마인가요?
How much can I get by the hour? What time do I get off work at night?
일은 몇 시에 끝납니까?
What time do I get off work at night? They fired me since I wasn't up to the job.
일에 적합하지 않다고 저를 해고했습니다.
They fired me since I wasn't up to the job. I get in hot water all the time.
전 요즘 곤경에 처해 있어요.
I get in hot water all the time. I'm looking for a babysitting job.
저는 애기 돌보는 일자리를 찾고 있어요.
I'm looking for a babysitting job. I've been working like a dog, but now I've had it.
지금껏 열심히 일했지만 이제 질렸어요.
I've been working like a dog, but now I've had it. When do you break for the Christmas holidays?
언제부터 크리스마스 휴가가 시작되나요?
When do you break for the Christmas holidays? What are you going to do this weekend?
주말에는 무얼 하실 겁니까?
What are you going to do this weekend? If I don't start having some fun, pretty soon I'm going to freak out.
무언가 재미있는 일을 시작하지 않으면 머리가 돌아버릴 것 같아요.
If I don't start having some fun, pretty soon I'm going to freak out. This will be the third time I've taken my driving test.
이번으로 세 번째 운전면허 테스트를 받는 셈이네요.
This will be the third time I've taken my driving test. Lesson 4. Company.
교우관계.
Hi Jane, what's happening?
안녕 제인, 잘 있었어요?
Hi Jane, what's happening? You haven't got much pep today.
오늘은 별로 기운이 없어 보이네요.
You haven't got much pep today. That's a cool thing to say.
아주 멋진 말이군요.
That's a cool thing to say. That's a gas.
그거 참 좋군요.
That's a gas. I've got something to tell you.
당신께 할 말이 있습니다.
I've got something to tell you. I hate to butt in, but I've got something to tell you.
남의 말을 하고 싶지 않지만 당신께 할 말이 있어요.
I hate to butt in, but I've got something to tell you. Don't get upset, I didn't mean it.
언짢아 하지 마세요. 진심이 아니었어요.
Don't get upset, I didn't mean it. What are you so mad about?
무엇 때문에 그렇게 화가 났습니까?
What are you so mad about? Keep your shirt on.
진정하세요.
Keep your shirt on. Things will get better if you'll only hang loose.
마음을 느긋하게 먹으면 만사가 잘 풀릴 겁니다.
Things will get better if you'll only hang loose. You ought to take it easy.
느긋하게 생각해요.
You ought to take it easy. You look bushed.
지친 표정이군요.
You look bushed. Don't listen to that hot air.
그런 허풍은 믿지 마세요.
Don't listen to that hot air. Don't take any stock in his story.
그의 말은 믿지 마세요.
Don't take any stock in his story. I can't make out what Kate's talking about.
저는 케이트가 무슨 말을 하는지 도무지 모르겠어요.
I can't make out what Kate's talking about. I had a feeling he wasn't all there.
저는 그가 정신이 나간 게 아닌가 생각했어요.
I had a feeling he wasn't all there. Is she still giving you the runaround?
그녀는 아직도 당신께 핑계를 대고 있나요?
Is she still giving you the runaround? I don't like him. He's a stuffed shirt.
저는 그 사람이 싫어요. 너무 잘난 척해요.
I don't like him. He's a stuffed shirt.